Writing a book with expert interview. Among the simplest formulas for how to compose a book is to question experts in your niche or industry and produce the book. And as simple as this is to do right, it's simple to mess up too. So let me demonstrate how to produce an interview book in a way that it really drives individuals back to you and your business. Authoring. Simply record interviews with experts or industry leadership and turn those interviews into chapters of your book. I've witnessed interview books work well, and I've seen them read like last year's news. So prior to you grabbing your voice recorder and running off to talk to individuals, let me help you prevent making huge errors. Huge error number 1, no goal other than to slap a book together. Don't simply decide that you ought to compose a book and a series of conversations. You have to produce something of value that individuals wish to read, or there's no point composing the book. So determine a particular result for the reader. What's in it for them? Huge error number 2, lack of clearness for how the book benefits both you and your subscriber. If you don't know precisely where you're taking the reader with these interviews and how the book will locate you as the go-to authority, you'll compose a namby-pamby book that does little if anything for you as an authority and business owner, and simply less for the reader. Huge error number 3, hapless choice of experts. You can't simply interview somebody merely as they do the correct thing or bear the correct sort of business. If you do, you're likely to have a difficult time assembling a book individuals wish to read. Huge error number 4, failing to design your interviews. You can't simply turn on a voice recorder and have your interviewee begin speaking. You either require a set of questions you ask each authority, or a particular set designed to bring out the brilliance of the particular individual you're interviewing. Huge error number 5, no overarching message or topic. You wish more than a set of chats put on paper or into ebooks. Every chapter, and thus every interview, has to in some way move forward the book's message. Huge error number 6, putting in nothing to the interviews. I don't know how come, but individuals who compose this sort of book tend to simply turn transcripts into chapters and add nothing at all to them. If you do this, you're not aligning yourself as the authority and not adding to your own report. Now that I've soundly rained on your parade, let me demonstrate how to produce an interview book that really establishes you as an industry leader worth listening to. How to compose the interview books. Measure 1, forge the flow, or outline or contents, of the book. Choose what you wish each chapter to say based on your designated outcome. Your book isn't at the whim of your interviewees. It's up to you to determine it. Measure 2, pick out the experts that equate to your chapters. When you understand what has to be in your book, contact the best industry leadership who fit this profile. It's crucial to select your experts well. Select them as they've a unique spin, a specialty, a strong story, or another element that adds to the advantage of your book. Measure 3, produce your list of questions that you'll ask everyone. This will provide you an overall structure for every interview that will produce a book that makes common sense to the reader. Allow room for 2 or 3 that are particular to each interviewee so you may showcase their brilliance. Measure 4, once you've your list of interviewees, arrange your schedule and get busy. Add 2 to 3 narrowed down questions you'll ask your experts based on what you understand about them particularly. Make sure to make 2 recordings so you have a backup. Measure 5, put together your book. Make transcripts of the interviews. Why not add some of your own personality and expertness to each chapter? You may merely add an introduction and a conclusion with some of your own thoughts. After finishing these steps, you have your interview book. If you've put in your own thoughts, your book demonstrates your expertise instead of only adding to the great name of your interviewees. You may be proud of this book that boosts your business.